In every one of us, there's an enemy more formidable than any external threat. It's a subtle, relentless force that fuels our fears, doubts, and limitations. The legendary Bruce Lee recognized this truth long before it was common wisdom. The greatest enemy we face is the one within ourselves. We all know Bruce Lee for his electrifying cinematic stunts, his lightning-fast strikes, and his global fame. But beyond all that, his life was a testament to a much deeper battle. The quest for self. It was a lifelong journey to conquer the internal forces that hold us back from our true potential. Exploring this journey means entering the mind of a man who understood that victory over others is temporary, but victory over oneself is eternal. Bruce Lee's insights revealed the incredible power of discipline, self-awareness, and relentless action, offering timeless guidance for anyone seeking real, personal transformation. Today, we're going to dive into his philosophy, his motivations, his advice, and how we can apply it to our own lives, illuminating the path toward conquering the inner enemy that dwells in all of us. Bruce Lee once said, "Your greatest enemy is within you." These words perfectly capture a universal struggle, the fight against our own self-doubt, fear, laziness, and limiting beliefs. Think about it. Unlike an external conflict that you can see, anticipate, and strategize against, this inner enemy is insidious. It's often hidden beneath layers of rationalization, ego, and habit. It's that little voice whispering that you aren't good enough, that you can't achieve your goals, that all your effort is pointless. It challenges the very core of your ambition and conviction. From his earliest days in Hong Kong to his meteoric rise in Hollywood, Lee confronted these internal adversaries every single day. His intense physical training, his mastery of skills, and his deep philosophical study were all tools he used to subdue not just external opponents, but also the tendencies of his own mind that threatened to hold him back. His life shows us that true power isn't measured by outward achievements alone, but by our capacity to regulate, understand, and transform ourselves. Bruce Lee's philosophy, therefore, is less about martial arts and more about human potential. It teaches us that the most critical battles are fought internally, and that self-mastery is the ultimate victory. So, what truly motivated Bruce Lee? It wasn't fame, wealth, or recognition. What propelled him to greatness was the relentless pursuit of mastery over himself. This powerful internal drive shaped every single habit, decision, and practice in his life. His struggle against the inner enemy required constant vigilance, incredible courage, and an unwavering commitment to self-discipline. First, he saw self-realization as his ultimate purpose. Lee understood that to achieve anything meaningful, you must first recognize and confront your personal limitations. Fear, procrastination, and self-doubt were obstacles he actively sought to overcome, not just to succeed in martial arts, but to cultivate his full potential as a human being. His motivation was rooted in a profound desire to become the absolute best version of himself physically, mentally, and spiritually. Second, he believed in achieving excellence through consistency. Bruce Lee's daily routine was famously rigorous. Intense training, intellectual study, and quiet reflection were all essential parts of his day. They were necessary to maintain the sharpness required to confront both physical challenges and his own internal struggles. For him, motivation wasn't something you wait for. It was something you cultivated through disciplined, consistent action. Third, he understood the power of adaptability. Lee was driven by a philosophy of flexibility and flow. By learning to adapt to change and unpredictability, he not only improved his martial arts but also strengthened his resilience against all kinds of adversity, both internal and external. He knew the fight inside his mind required the same adaptability he applied in combat: strategic, responsive, and deliberate. And finally, his motivation was about transformation, not just triumph. His goal wasn't merely to defeat others, but to conquer his own fear, ego, and limitations. He understood that self-mastery is a journey, not a destination, and that every single day presents a new challenge to overcome the internal forces that try to undermine our growth. Bruce Lee's philosophy offers profound insights into the nature of this inner enemy and, more importantly, how to confront it. His teachings are a practical guide for anyone seeking to understand themselves and cultivate lasting strength. The first step is to recognize the enemy. To conquer your internal barriers, you first need awareness. Lee urged deep self-reflection to identify the negative patterns, fears, and habits that are holding you back. This awareness is what transforms unconscious resistance into conscious, deliberate action. Next, you must cultivate discipline. Self-mastery requires structured, consistent practice. Lee's life is a perfect example that consistent effort, whether it's daily training, meditation, or study, builds incredible resilience. Discipline strengthens your willpower and reduces the influence of impulsive thoughts and destructive behaviors. Then, you have to embrace adaptability. Be like water, Lee famously said. Flexibility is absolutely essential in overcoming internal resistance. If you're rigid in your thoughts or behaviors, you actually strengthen the power of your inner enemy. But adaptability dissolves it. Being flexible emotionally, mentally, and strategically allows you to navigate challenges with grace and effectiveness. Another key is to pursue authentic expression. The inner enemy often shows up as fear of judgment, pressure from society, or self-doubt. Lee taught that true power comes from authenticity. When you align your actions with your personal truth and your values, you diminish that internal conflict and naturally foster more confidence. Also, you must learn to use obstacles as fuel. Every internal struggle is an opportunity for growth. Frustration, fear, and doubt are not punishments. They are tools. Lee leveraged his challenges to refine his character, expand his abilities, and deepen his understanding of the powerful connection between mind and body. And finally, you need to integrate your mind, body, and spirit. Self-mastery is holistic. Your physical conditioning, intellectual growth, and emotional resilience are all interdependent. Bruce Lee's philosophy emphasizes that conquering the inner enemy requires harmony across every aspect of your experience as a human being. The beautiful thing about Bruce Lee's philosophy is that it's not just theoretical. It's completely actionable. His principles can be applied in our modern lives to overcome personal limitations, build resilience, and achieve self. So, how do we do it? Start with daily self-reflection. Spend a little time each day just assessing your thoughts, your habits, and your emotional responses. Identify those internal barriers: fear, procrastination, self-criticism, and then create real strategies to address them. Build consistent discipline. Set up structured routines for your physical, mental, and emotional development. Things like exercise, practicing a skill, meditation, or even journaling are all powerful tools to strengthen your mind and body against that internal resistance. Practice adaptability in your daily life. When you face an obstacle, consciously try to adjust your approach. Be open to new methods, different perspectives, and creative solutions. Adaptation is the key to breaking free from the rigidity of self-imposed limitations. Actively cultivate authenticity. Take a look at the areas of your life where fear or societal expectations are holding you back from expressing your true self. Start making decisions that are aligned with your personal values and your vision. This will reduce internal conflict and naturally enhance your confidence. Learn to transform adversity into growth. Reframe challenges as opportunities for development. View internal resistance, setbacks, and emotional struggles as your personal training ground for building strength, resilience, and wisdom. And finally, integrate your mind, body, and spirit. Adopt a holistic approach to yourself. Exercise strengthens your resilience. Meditation enhances your clarity, and deliberate learning sharpens your discipline. Creating balance across all these domains is what truly fortifies your mind against its internal foes. By applying these practices, your inner enemy begins to lose its power, and the path to self-mastery becomes clearer and clearer. Bruce Lee's methods show us that the ultimate victory is not found in defeating others, but in conquering ourselves. Bruce Lee's life is a powerful testament to the power of confronting the enemy within. His journey from a frail child to an unstoppable martial artist and philosophical icon wasn't just a story of external triumph, it was a story of internal conquest. He teaches us that the most challenging battles are the ones fought in silence within our own minds and hearts, and that true strength arises when discipline, awareness, and authenticity all come together. To conquer your inner enemy is to claim the highest form of freedom, mastery over your own fear, doubt, and limitations. Bruce Lee's wisdom endures because it goes far beyond martial arts. It's a guide for reaching our full human potential, and it's applicable to anyone seeking resilience, clarity, and self-realization. By embracing his philosophy, we learn that the most formidable opponent we will ever face is not out there in the world, but within us, and that by facing it with courage, discipline, and insight, we unlock the door to our greatest power. Bruce Lee remains not only a legend of martial arts, but a timeless teacher of self-mastery, reminding us all that true victory always begins within. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content on personal growth and philosophy. We'll see you in the next one.